It's Wednesday, August 8th, 2018. It's very early in the morning. It's like 4 a.m. here. But I'm going to do this video, and I've got the pretend glasses of knowledge on, or the glasses of pretend knowledge. Gotta have that. Gotta have those if you're going to pretend like you have the knowledge to answer 5 questions I have going into the 2018 NFL season. I have 5 burning questions. I probably have way more than that, but these are the 5 that I could come up with that I thought I could answer with some good pretend knowledge. So here we go. First question I have: will Andrew Luck be effective or defective? Which is it going to be? He hasn't played in a long time. And the last time we saw him, he was just getting sacked a lot. And he wasn't playing very well. This was a guy that had very, very high hopes going into his rookie season. He's had some really good games, and then he's played some bad games. But when he's looked good, he's looked great. But he's been out of football for a long time. He's been injured for so long. It's weird nowadays. I don't remember players missing this much time for any injury. I remember Adrian Peterson bouncing back after, 8 months with an ACL tear and being really good. And now we have quarterbacks that they're keeping out for almost 2 years, like Teddy Bridgewater and Andrew Luck. They're keeping these guys out forever now. I mean, is it the NFL being overly cautious? I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's like it's your starting quarterback, but it seems to me like we're maybe being a little too cautious. So will Andrew Luck be effective? I don't know. Has Indianapolis fixed that offensive line? Because that's part of what makes Andrew Luck ineffective, is the fact that his offensive line doesn't protect him. And he always feels like he has to do more than what is really required of a quarterback. But when you're on a really bad team, I'm going to say it, the Indianapolis Colts are not a really good team. Now, they picked up some pieces here and there, and hopefully to protect Andrew Luck, keep him upright, keep him safe. But will he be effective? I think he's going to be as effective as he was when he was healthy 2 years ago. But he was just making a lot of mistakes. Hopefully he's matured a little bit, and he won't feel like he has to take the entire burden onto, the Colts' success. But will he be effective? I think he's going to be better than we think. I think coming off this injury, they've taken it really slow with him. I think he will be extremely effective. I think he is going to still take time to get back into the rhythm of it. But once he does, we are going to see a great NFL quarterback again. So yes, Andrew Luck will be effective, at least by the end of the 2018 season. We're going to see why he was the first-round pick for the Colts. Next one. Excuse me. Will the Patriots dynasty start to collapse this year? No. Now, the reason I asked the question is because there's a lot of little chinks in the armor now. There's a lot of little dings that have been taken against him. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have been together a long time. And when you've been together a long time, as any couple will tell you, you start to find the things that annoy the other one, and sometimes subconsciously you'll do those things just to tick them off. And I think now it's like Bill and Tom, they've been together for so long that I think some of the stuff that they would look past as maybe just being quirky now annoys the other one. So I'm sure there are things that Tom does that annoy Bill, and I'm sure there are things that Bill does that annoys Tom. You're starting to see just a few cracks in the facade. Tom Brady's getting older. Bill Belichick has been there a long time. Kraft has kind of went over his head on a couple of occasions where Belichick feels like he probably should have the right to do what he pretty much wants to do. When you've won as many Super Bowls as he has with Tom Brady at the helm, I'm sure both of them feel they should get their say. Well, Tom Brady won the last one, of course, when it came to, do you keep Garoppolo or do you move Garoppolo? I know Belichick wanted to keep Garoppolo because that was going to be the guy that solidified that team going forward. Tom can't play forever. But I think we're going to see a couple more cracks expose themselves as the season goes on. They're still going to be the best team in the AFC East, but we're going to start to see a few more cracks. But as for the dynasty falling apart this season, no. This is still in a lot of people's minds the AFC's front runner to go to the Super Bowl, and a lot of people are still picking the Patriots to win the Super Bowl this year. So no, we're not going to see the dynasty start to falter this year. Next year we might see a big hit in the dynasty faltering, but I think right now every dynasty has cracks and little holes in it. It's just these ones are starting to become exposed. So a lot of these cracks have been there for a while, but now we're starting to really see them. But the dynasty's fine. Next question I have. Will J.J. Watt be effective? Will we get to finally see a healthy J.J. Watt with a healthy Jadeveon Clowney? And will we get to see what that defense could really do? Because remember, when the Houston Texans drafted Jadeveon Clowney to put on the other side of J.J. Watt, there was a lot of us out there, myself included, that thought, holy smokes, you're going to put one of the best young defensive ends coming out of the draft or coming out of college next to J.J. Watt? Holy smokes, it's like quarterbacks aren't even going to get time to breathe. But then Jadeveon Clowney early on was injured and he wasn't very good early in his career, and J.J. Watt was spectacular. Then when Jadeveon Clowney started to figure it out, J.J. Watt was hurt. So we've never gotten to see these two guys at the top of their game at the same time playing for a whole season. Do I think we're going to get to see that this year? For part of it, yes. But both of these two guys have shown that they are not super durable. And I don't see that changing. At some point, one of these two guys is going to miss significant time. And by significant time, I mean at least 4 to 6 games. So will we get to see it for the whole season? No, but I think we will get to see it for the majority of the season. And we're going to get to see what those two healthy really do to opposing offenses. And I think it's going to be, I think if you're a Houston Texans fan, it's going to be spectacular to watch. The next question I have. What NFL team will come crashing back to earth? This one for me was between two teams, and I settled on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'll tell you why. It's not that they don't have a really good defense. It's just I think people are going to now not be caught so surprised by Blaine Gabbert. I think Blaine Gabbert has way too many flaws in his game, and I think now NFL teams are going to sit there and go, wait, we should pay attention to him again. We kind of let him have a free ride last year. We didn't really. Blaine Gabbert played it safe. He was a good, serviceable quarterback, but this year they're going to make him pay. And the defense isn't going to catch you by surprise either. Saxonville's going to have a little bit tougher time. The NFL, all these NFL coaches are going to have a full season or a full off season to look at what that defense did and neutralize it. You have to look back. The Denver Broncos, when they had their really great season after Super Bowl 50, there were teams that figured out how to neutralize it. And basically, they took away Von Miller on a lot of occasions. So they'll figure out the Jacksonville defense. They'll make it tougher on them. They'll still be good. They're just going to make it tougher. And the AFC South is going to be a tougher division, I think, with the Houston Texans should be improved as long as Deshaun Watson stays healthy. The Indianapolis Colts should be improved as long as Andrew Luck stays healthy. And the Tennessee Titans will be better with Mariota having another season under his belt. That division is not going to be as easy to win, and Jacksonville's not going to have as many easy games to win. So I think Jacksonville will come crashing back to earth. Even though they were very close to beating the Patriots, they're going to come crashing back to earth. I think this team is looking at a 6 or 7 win season, and it'll be unfortunate because that defense is really good, but I think that the competition is going to be a lot tougher in their division, and people are going to be more gunning for them. So that leads me to my last question. What team will surprise us this year? The Giants. The Giants are going to be the team that surprises. The Giants were not as bad as that record showed last year. They weren't. That team was not that bad. They are in a tough NFC East. I think Washington's going to be improved a little bit. I think Dallas is going to improve, and I think Philadelphia, defending Super Bowl champs, are not going to lose a step. But I believe that the Giants will bounce back. Saquon Barkley will be a good addition to the offense to take pressure off of Eli. If Odell Beckham gets signed to his big contract, he is going to be a happy boy. And happy Odell Beckham, you're going to see some spectacular catches again. Eli will be good enough. He will manage the games properly. He won't have to do as much because Saquon Barkley is going to take a lot of pressure off of him. A good running game will do that. I think that Giants defense will gel a little bit more. All those guys they picked up last year, I think they will show us this year why they were put on that team and they were given those contracts. They will all come together as a team. And the Giants are going to have a bounce back season. So those are the 5 questions that I have going into. Those are 5 of questions. Those are 5 questions I have. I have many more, but those are 5 questions I decided to focus on. And I answered every one of them because of the glasses of pretend knowledge. So let me know. What do you think of the glasses of pretend knowledge? Do you think that it's like maybe I should pretend a little harder, or maybe I should stop pretending? Let me know down in the comments below. With all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.